All right, we are live. Hopefully, camera will work. Just hang on there, guys. When technology going to catch up. In meantime, get ready, guys. This one is gonna be a pretty interesting one. I haven't done this for a while. I thought it'd be great idea to give you guys like a little bit of a review as well as like a reality check about the current status of email and email marketing, and be it prices, be it services. We will go through quite a few things and hopefully you will enjoy it. Just bear with me. In a moment we will get the camera working, hopefully. In meantime, welcome. This is Evan, guys, and I haven't done the review of a product for a while. Till a few weeks ago I got into it again with friend products, so I thought why not do it for one of the things that we created, but this time really do it unbiased way as user experience of after 1 year using the system purely for cold emails. And it's going to be interesting, and I will show you my screen at the moment, so you guys can actually see. Share screen. By the way, this is uncut and edited, and it's gonna be awesome review for you guys, so you can benefit with the information that I'm giving you. Is also prepare yourself basically for doing great things on the internet. So let's add a screen share. All right, guys. So this is unbiased review. As a user point of view, I've been using the no limit emails comparison to the current market leaders, as well as some other things that I'm going to show you price wise. Why, if you are serious enough and you want to live in this game of email for a long period of time, why you should literally have no limit emails to help you to actually do your email marketing. Instead of you basically suffering all this pain and this huge costs as well. As you can see, right now we're looking at the get response, and obviously the allowance contacts 100k, charges $469, and of course when numbers keep growing, maximum they give you guys is 100,000 contacts get response. But when it comes to the enterprise thing, to be honest, it becomes very expensive, between 7 to 9,000, even more. That's what normally all this company charges. Let's have a look at the next one in here. Let's look at AWeber. AWeber again, 25,000 contacts, guys. Anything after 25,000 contacts is get very expensive, and average monthly you're gonna get $150. And also they are very limited as well. They will not really allow you to upload lists, and many cases also they probably will not allow you to download your list. And as you can see, list of 25,000. But I personally spoken the technical sales, the level of that 1 million email we want basically is between 7 to 8,000 kind of dollars, as I have personally kind of recorded live conversation with them, with witnesses, some other friends in the live chat. So they about $7 to $8,000 for about 1 million contacts that you can send unlimited emails. Well, let's have a look at our friend Active Campaign. And Active Campaign pricing, when you look at it, again, is really on the surface doesn't look kind of very expensive, but literally when you start pumping the leads up to the millions, average they're going to give you in here is basically around million. You're going to pay between $600 and $700 dollars a month. But literally they also not allow you to send really millions and millions of email, and it's impossible to upload the leads to them as well. You have to collect everything through them and whatnot. Is pretty it get pretty kind of like intensive cost wise. Obviously, for pricing of active campaign, they have enterprise levels and whatnot, and then they want you to talk to them. And when we look actually, their number literally is very small comparison that many other companies allow. So as we get more expensive, of course, they offer quite a lot of stuff. It's one of the oldest kind of providers out there. Um, and to be honest, I personally test them myself, comparison what we're doing with no limit emails. And as average saving is basically you're going to get in here about probably 10,000 contacts. You're going to pay this, and every 100,000 or 200,000 contacts, probably between $9,000 to $12,000 a month. And of course, you can check this yourself also. Like when we looked at HubSpot again, for basically enterprise level, pricing goes up literally like, as you can see in here, you can change the numbers in here, like for contacts, this is emails per month. Obviously, they only, you know, this company is very expensive, so we have seen a lot of people moving from this particular company and moving to us because exactly like what we are doing, we're doing exactly similar things. Of course, HotSpot is a big company, and we can't compare ourselves to them. They are the market leaders, and this is their prices. This is what they feel is justified to charge for email marketing, what services they provide, guys. And this is even including like you saving at 10% monthly. Um, so between 3,000 level, obviously, but this is based on a, you can see in here the limitation of the contact. Basically is every per 5,000 you're gonna keep paying extra, as you can see in here, like the way the number drops. So you start with 200 contacts, well, 2,000 contacts, $740 a month. And of course, anything more than that, then they including 10,000 marketing contact. So literally, you paying almost $1 for contact in here per month to actually just use the system in the comparison what we kind of do within no limit emails, especially like when you're setting up, is literally is yours, is not ours, as you don't get this restrictions with it. So this is the reality of today's 2023 March 7th 8 p.m. prices the email software services providing out there. Of course, there are some cheap ones, there are some not so cheap ones, guys, but this is the comparison of market leaders. We are kind of like tuning our own things, and this is the reality of if you are business that you gotta pay these people. But we able to create a alternative basically for everybody, including ourselves. And this is what we ourselves and myself and my partner are facing, the cost effect and as well as a restriction. So we needed a solution for ourselves, and 3 years ago we decided to make one, and it's been going on for 3 years. No Limit Emails is like just not new product, guys. It's 3 years old, and it's been going really well. And in a moment, and I will also show you and demonstrate to you what's look like inside, what you get. Comparison this every tool that out there that you could be using, guys. So the other part of this that many reviews will not really do it as a user point of view, then probably you end up going to self-hosting wise. So self-hosting wise, you're going to go a couple of ways, guys. You can go Power MTA or very similar services out there, or Mailgun or Mailjet, whatever not. So when you go to this kind of places, as you can see, per SMTP for basically to do 500,000 contacts, emails daily, you're going to be paying again is like something like $400 to $700 a month, that if you go that way. But as you can see, I'm live on this website. This is the current fresh price, what they actually showing us. Of course, no limit email comes included all SMTP hosting and all that stuff. We really don't charge you. That include basically network security, faster service. You could imagine unlimited email counts and also unlimited user counts you can have. That's the kind of different way of doing it. And of course, like when you look reality is, this is the where most self-hosted guys will go, and this is the cost to them will be literally to send that level of email if they using you as you serving them or you getting to be served. So this is another kind of like way most people do it in today's world. And let me kind of give you also few other basically like emailers out there. As you can see in here, between 1 million, like as you go obviously lower is get lower, but let's like we just measure it per million. Per million, normally this guy is going to charge you between 550. Of course, SMS, obviously you can do SMS through the no limit email as long as you can have Twilio account, guys. That's available to you. You only pay your Twilio, you don't pay us anything. And of course, per emails, as you can see, they will charge you like around 45 cents to $1 per SMS. And of course, they allowing you only 200 email verification credits, blah blah, which is you already do that for free with no limit emails. So this is the reality and the actual right now prices. If you're doing it that way and yourself, this is the cost kind of going to occur to you. And when we looked actually at the mail gent, again, the maximum numbers of contacts they give us is 500,000, and according to them, obviously is 420 a month right now, and gives you that 500 emails a month, basically. But literally, if you scaling up, say you have a 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 10 million contacts, 10 times this you pay to kind of host it with them. And of course, they get a little bit more of kind of like expensive as that numbers grow. And you can also go on there, you check it yourself and current prices, what they charge for this kind of thing if you're doing it yourself and you want to basically self-host it and do the servers, do the IPs and everything else. And plus tech charges and maintenance charges and all that kind of stuff. By the time you realize it, honestly, it's not really worth like messing about. Like just find the right person, right people, do it with them, test them, and test them not just one system, test them severals if you're really thinking to kind of scale your business up. And most of them we can use just like you could use, but it's not really scalable and it's not affordable, guys. So literally all the companies that are showing you here up to now, imagine as a competitors to no limit emails, and essentially they are not, but just imagine that. So what is it, no limit emails, what you get with it? So let me actually show you the sales page itself. So, and then we log into the platform. I can show you actually inside the platform afterwards. And when also comes to the SMTP, guys, you can check this out, SMTP servers and charges and anything that you like to know about emails and email deliveries and massive amount of emails and whatnot. You can do that yourself as well in here and just use word SMTP. And of course, with no limit emails, you get that absolutely no charge. Even hosting is no charge when you look at it. It's quite a lot of differences in here. And let's also have a look at this Mailgun, for example. And if you're going through the self-hosting and setting it up yourself, again, it's like in here, the maximum number is 2.5 million and $1,200 a month for exact similar thing, or even worse thing than what we offer, guys. Of course, like dedicated IPs and all the stuff we also give, and you have a lot more different tools inside no limit emails when it comes to basically like sending power. And also the reduction of, again, is like extra emails. If you succeeding, they will charge you 80 up to the 120 per email, um, which is, if you have in a million, that's a lot of money, guys. Uh, this is get eliminated with no limit emails, basically, this kind of costs. So to really be honest, upfront, and genuinely like a user, I'll tell you, is as you can see in here, we looked so many different price kind of branches on different companies. Uh, the places they would charge basically around 600, between 500 600 for this kind of package. We make it less than $100. The places that probably like anything between 500 to 700 to even more. Obviously, in HubSpot cases, a lot more. So there's like less than $200 with 3 dedicated IP, and of course you have like $400 package, and with 5 dedicated IPs. And I will kind of give you a little bit of like as a user, the scalability wise, a little bit more insight when I show you actually the system and what been going on 1 year with it, and you will be very surprised. So we ourselves, as the kind of providers as well as buyers of this kind of services, we get out there and we do research and we try to scale business, and literally becomes very, very impossible, becomes very costly, and then that's big barrier for everybody who's in this marketing industry, be it email, be it live communications, whatnot. And we see general cost of us actually mass outreach. And of course, mass outreach is very powerful, and that's why lots of companies, they kind of basically monopolize it in a way. But we try to turn the game on our favor as well as our user favor. So it's literally, you could have a global reach without really being a millionaire in the world, so to speak, that you can do with it. The power level of no limit emails is definitely no one else in industries can really touch, according to the numbers that we people witness that we are doing, even including the beta period when we launched before we launched the product. About 2 months period, we give a lot of people testing, and people try to do whatever they want to do with it. And let's go ahead and actually show you also inside. And it's very simple. It's, remember, this is semi self-hosted. We use your subdomain to create a system for you, and we also kind of give you the servers and everything else related. All the prices I shown you, compared SMTP, or that if you are hiring that like bulk SMTPs from different companies, or using all these other companies that basically are out there, that's like example I just showed you. So this being a review won't be a review if I don't show you what does inside look like. As you can see, I have been using the system quite a long while, and I've been sending lots of emails through it, and this has been case study actually for everybody who's inside No Limit Emails family and see this, and I'm doing and sharing it in the group all the time. And I personally do 2 lives every week on that group, sometimes even 3 lives. So this is the dashboard, and I'm just going to show you a little bit of example of latest something that we did as the tests, and as well as actually giving people power to send email through the system, which is I give it as a bonus. Just kind of show you a little bit of interesting stats in it. And the level actually end up growing the system too is also like evidence in here. So as you can see in here, don't worry about names. If you see your name, as you know, you already know me, and I have did this task for you, and I thank you for that. As a traffic waves, as you can see, the numbers in here is about nearly 60k email shoutouts. And reads percentage, obviously these are not tested emails, it's just direct cold emails. And we get reaction, and reaction anything between 1 and 5%. And we see that in that, which is like in the cold email industry, between anything above 1 is great. And we can see in here between 1 and 5% that the open rates happen, and with the delivery as well. So this is the actual working system that everybody gets, is just like exactly like this. And when we look at it, is very powerful. Comparison price and comparison the outreach that you can do exactly with it. So what's under the hood in here is literally uh, you get a $2 billion basically Moetic framework that is currently being used by more than 250,000 companies and maybe more than a few million people individually using this exact same automation tool that you literally, if you go through them, you're still going to be very restricted and you pay them probably between $500 to $1,000 a month, not have that much of kind of sending email powers. Um, you get that basically it comes with everything loaded, SMTP included, and you can create a list, so which is segments you can literally upload. Each segment has a quote of 10 million contacts. So imagine you have filled this up like with all 10 million contacts. As you can see, some segments list I uploaded over 130, 140 K contacts, and also kind of I just showed you the reality of things that sending 100,000 people email is no problem. And here you can see I have 60 contacts. Of course, I'm testing the system, guys, and it's not being broken on me at once. Never been since I actually we made it go live, and since then is everything's just getting improved. And of course, inside no limit emails, guys, is totally different animal. Seriously, totally different things going on here. We have internal spam filter, word spam filter. We test these things ourselves and make sure that 100% accurate is working. And of course, you get email verification. You can turn your list double opt-in verifications and to comply with the rules and regulations, and everything goes legitimately through the legitimate gates. And there is nothing hide. We cannot hide from the Google because we send them in emails, guys. That's the basically power of doing pure cold email with it without using, say, if you already had a warm client list, guess what happens, guys? Is your open rate's going to be well above 30% every time you send an email to. This is just pure cold email outreach I'm doing. These people don't know this domain. They never heard of me, and I'm sending them this amount of emails basically daily basis, and it's been going on almost 3 years. But this particular instance is being live well over a year. And I started with very low level contacts, like a couple of thousand contacts, and now system is growing over 200,000 contacts that you can instantly send email to. And it becomes powerful. Of course, as time progresses, I'm uploading incremental leads to it. It just keep growing and growing, and there is no end to it. This is the underhood. And the main other elements I wanted to show you in here, by the way, you have everything that related that creating a form, capturing emails, creating landing pages, social monitoring, creating automation campaigns, all that kind of stuff. I can show you actually one campaign in here, for example. Let's just check this one. You will be very familiar with this campaign automation type of tools. As you can see, you can set up the forms or lists. You can automate them this way. This can be your segment, i.e. inside of this is called segment. But you create segment, you can automate that segment by sending one email, and then if they open that up, that you kind of give them different actions to go different queue. If they didn't open that email, they can go different queue, so you can refine the leads in that particular list. So you can set this up in infinite days. Can run in the basically like in a backend in your system. Of course, automation will run, and well as if you're doing normal kind of like day-to-day emails as well. So when you do this kind of stuff as automation tool, guys, this is one of the most powerful tool out there. Is one of the best in the world, and you get it with the no limit emails. As a UI value, what is here, guys, is in real world value of this whole thing, couple of $1 billion, and is open source. We says, okay, they already done building a couple of $1 billion. What can we do with it? Like, how can we make it fit for our own needs? And this is what you get inside. And the crazy side of this is, as an email autoresponder. All gates are lifted, guys, and then you can basically saw just what happened with the numbers that I showed you. So the second important part with this is going live with the Jitsi element that we run inside No Limit Email. As you can see, I'm instantly there. If I join the meeting in there and I can click, I'll be live in there. If I want to switch my camera off there, leave it on here, is just works as same. But there is a lot more things to do with this live element. Number one is just imagine Zoom, but it's literally better, is your own version of Zoom. You have a total control of it. You can create rooms, you can create live events, live sales presentations, connect with people, have live meetings, you name it. It's just same as what Zoom does much, but this time is under your control, and you can have a two-way encrypted conversation within this particular live element in here. So you could give a link to anybody anonymously. They don't have to download anything. All they have to do is click on that link to join. So instantly you can join a lot of people. And the benefits of this as well, you can actually create pages and be live in that pages with embedding this code inside your emails as well as pages with the system that we have. And that's been pretty amazing. And what this does allow me, certain campaigns I've been done, I send an email, basically just a video invitation to kind of look something up or look me up, just genuinely just introducing myself to people. And this has been an excellent tool privately that you can talk to people, and that be it business, be it family, you name it, like people can use it as a live thing, whatever they want to use it for. But it's your own system and doesn't shut you off after 24 hours. It just refresh the stream, like stream chat, and after that basically stays on. And this you can stay on basically as long as you want to stay on. That's the whole idea, is like ungated basically live stream without basically time restriction or breakages on your kind of like connection when you're doing the live Zoom meeting type of stuff. And it's an excellent tool. You can like I said, you can do the interviews with us. You can do kind of like Slack dev works, project works with us. This is what we ourselves use with our guys like in the background, and it's literally godsend. You can share your screens, you can share files, you can create polls, and there's so many different kind of functions this live element gives you. Is just unbelievable. And as you can see, I'm live on Facebook. I'm also live on that particular page. There is no echoes. There is no breakage in the live stream elements of the No Limit Email function. Of course, when we looked, actually, the other companies, not many, none of them actually kind of give you this thing within that price. If this was within them, of course, probably everybody will pay extra for it. But in our case, everything is included that you can basically use for yourself. And when you just finish your meeting, literally, you get out of the room. You just close the page and go to jump somewhere else. As you can see, the recording goes. So it's now basically will not kind of be alive. But if you want to make sure that you end it live, just go back on a Jitsi instant, and of course it will kind of log us back in. Obviously, we already. By the way, this is also, we use it for our sports room as a live element. Like, there is our members, we take care of them live. If somebody had an issue, like, we get on and solve the issue there and then. This is another advantage. That's why literally we don't get many people in our sports room, because we know the issue. We invite them to kind of solve it. Most cases, that's what happens, instead of like vice versa. So we don't actually see many people. Let me actually log out so you guys can see. So let's do the actual thing. So everybody get like your basically entry point like this, and you just basically log in. And this has never failed me since this instance has been on, guys. That's the truth. As a user point of view, I'm using the system the emails that I sent in here, guys, every single one of them is brute cold email. There is like there is literally like nobody know that domain. This domain nobody actually knew. Myself, so to speak. I'm sending basically getting leads and sending them. Of course, there is a million ways that you guys get a lead. Already have some lists, and this basically tool allow you to utilize anything that you have as a leads and as an emails and contacts, so to speak. So I don't want to click on a contact, will be basically full of contact. As I show you the segments, the numbers are quite impressive for basically cold emailing. So literally since beginning of like this particular system, the leads started basically from 2000. Now we're up to 200,000 year down the road. So people who has a doubt doesn't work, and this is the genuine proof, guys. As I'm showing you this particular cold case, and also as a proof, last year since this gone live, guys, every week I done 2 live streams in our Facebook group as well, and they can verify this. Like, you can go there and check that out yourself. So this is amazing comparison what I show you in here, guys. And if you're serious, really making a decent amount of business versus your time about doing email marketing, reach out to us, or even come and join me as a bonus. I kind of add you to this particular active system I showed you. I give you some contacts, and you can actually create the email with me there and send it yourself as a bonus. If you want to join, you can keep the leads that I give you to start off with, and then if you really don't like it and you like the one of these guys keep paying this much using them and with all this restriction, you're more than welcome to choose them. But this is totally different, guys. And also the affiliate side, we also pay decent affiliate commission, 30% for first 10 people you bring in. Anything after 10, your percentage go to the 50%, which becomes a residual income for you as an affiliate as well. So there is another benefit of that is that. And of course, you can list manage and also the things. There is no restriction what you can do with it, which is this many other companies will not really allow you to do. And I hope this review in context of today's realistic prices, what everybody else charges you, and what you get, the power level, what you get with no limit emails, even be it our product, we created this for ourselves, guys, versus this guys that I personally, just like you, previously I was using many of those companies. And of course, like doing this email stuff for about 30 years now, and I learned quite a lot of different things and a lot of different kind of barriers and obstacles with every the company that I show you in here. These are the kind of today's prices, guys. Comparison like what you get, even if you go to the self-host wise, which is very problematic, and you got to either be good developer doing it yourself, or literally when you're hiring people do it, it's just unsustainable. Something break, you get stuck. And that's when we come in. Literally, we are like your tech team behind the scene, not charging you that much money for this kind of work, and also allowing you actually to send emails as well as make money as affiliate with it. Of course, as more people you invite, your system becomes free to use, and that's how no limit emails is different between anything else that I personally experienced last 30 years. And that's my honest, humble opinion and experience, what actually I personally have gone through, and comparison what we got happening for ourselves right now. And of course, if you're already inside and you joined, as you know, we don't hide anything from you, and everything is kind of open in front of you, so to speak. There is no hidden charges. There is no price increase. Whenever you lock your price in, you stay in that price, and also literally in infinite. And that's another thing. Every one of those companies, often they're going to go increase their prices because they have a lot more overheads than ourselves, guys, and that's the reality. And we basically discount that overheads to all the users. Of course, essentially it becomes a free system to use and to scale, and also do it with multiple counts. Basically just help yourself the bounty of the email marketing, guys. If people who have a doubt, who has kind of really not continue with our system, they get in, they think is maybe like not sustainable, but this cold case study I'm showing you in here is 100% proof that anybody out there can scale this thing to the moon, guys. And this is the proof here. This is not my actual main system I'm running. This system is run purely on cold email, guys. And there is no denying. Machine is working, guys, and anybody can do this, and anybody can do the with richly laughing prices, guys. And honestly, like comparison, like what we've seen everyone else charges, all right. And when we look like what we charge, guys, and what IPs and you get and whatnot, and literally like got is like to be honest, like almost free, and that's what it does. And obviously, just look at the sales page is different than anybody else, and the reason is that we just copy and paste stuff. We didn't pay copywriters $10,000 to write it. What we know, what this works is the tool that we set up is works. We really don't need sales page content, to be honest. But this is just like to show you a little bit of example at that time, the price wise and what you get and how you do these things and what tests are we running. And as you can see, this image is coming from exact same system that I just showed you and it's still going on. And this is being posted 3 years ago, guys. Then go ahead and check that out. And honestly, if you want to get in, you can either like just check me out on Facebook, reach out to me, send me DM. If you really want something that reliable, and as well as people that you work with, they're not gonna mess you around. We understand is this area of the business is urgent business and is also very, very kind of lucrative business if you're doing it right. Just like I'm showing here with that particular system, guys. I have made tons of sales, not just like for no limit emails, but also for some affiliate promos that like I just decided to do. And this is the basically main traffic source for all those things. And even when I promote something from the say friends that we know in this kind of market space, I do it actually in front of them live, say, hey, this is your link, I'm sending 6,000 emails to it, and let's see what happens. That's basically, or 10,000 or 50,000. This is exactly what kind of no limit emails set up allow everybody to do. So with no limit emails, how you get into it, how do you activate count is a little bit more different than any other thing that you're going to be kind of accustomed to. First of all, you need to provide us like at least domain is 90-day old and clean. And of course, if it's not clean, we test them, guys. We tell you it's not clean. You get yourself clean domain to start with. And when you do that, literally, then you just add that domain to the Cloudflare account and you give us your Cloudflare account login. And we do the rest of the work and give you the login page, just like the one I showed you. And you all you do is basically we do it live with you. We tell you exactly how this thing's grown to the stage, and you can actually go and watch the whole progress of last year all the way through the kind of basically of Facebook page as well. Facebook chat, guys, thing we do is live. We instantly post it, and the users already know if something happening. So there is always update thing going on in there. When you get your system, we highly recommend you kind of like make sure that you get a live chat with us, and we basically have to get going, guys, and that's the difference between us and everyone else. All the limitation and restriction. So, and we create a subdomain. We host a subdomain for you guys, even if your domain go dead. Your subdomain email system will still work, as you can see in here. You will get kind of like a little subdomain based on your domain from us, and we use your basically domain to create the ID for you, so you can send it. Of course, you don't send your domain We send it through the subdomain that we set up and a server we set up for you. And as each instance is basically unique because you are the owner and we are just maintenance guy behind it. And this way, as for the owner, guys, you do with your business what you want to do with it. And if something break, and we fix it before even you know it. And also if something that you really want more in depth and want to have a conversation with us, we are not like any other company, guys, not hiding. We are always in conversation with our users and our members inside the sports group as well as inside the Facebook group every week, 2 times we there. And basically it's like there is a lot of wisdom in there as well, experience that anybody can learn from, and as well as implementing what I personally been implementing the last 3 years. And to be honest, I never seen anything like it myself. So that's why we have to create this and a comparison, realistic world of pricing, what's going on out there in this real world of today, guys. I hope you enjoyed you a little bit usual, but this reality, guys, and that's mean only email and anything else that I have tried to know. If you some designed you to do this kind of things, guys, you can't go wrong with this because we are very fun. We want to help our friends in here. So that being said, like, go and send some emails, guys. If you don't do, I'm doing them. So you're missing the money on the table.